Welcome to Employment Law This Week. I'm George Whipple. Trade secrets are a fundamental part of business, and that's why they're featured in so many of our greatest movies and TV shows. The 2023 Academy Awards are over, but our Spilling Secrets team is keeping the awards season alive with their very own Trade Secrets Fail Awards, highlighting Hollywood's biggest missteps in depicting trade secrets issues. First up, worst planning. Epstein Becker Green's Dan Levy picked ELF for this category. In the movie, a children's book publishing company brings in third-party consultant Miles Finch to write for them. He leaves in a huff, but forgets his book of ideas. The company then publishes a book using one of those ideas. Mr. Finch could bring an action against the company for theft of trade secrets, except
Miles Finch did not require the publishing company to execute a non-disclosure agreement with him to protect his book ideas until after they could come to an agreement on the book. Had an NDA been executed, it would place Miles Finch in a much better position to file a trade secret action seeking a TRO and preliminary injunction against the publishing company to stop the publication of the book.
ELF teaches us always plan ahead. Next up, the winner for worst employee training, Breaking Bad. Expert chemist Walter White has a wildly successful secret sauce formula that everyone wants to get their hands on. He eventually, spoiler alert, shares this formula with his coworker Gail, and it does not turn out well. Epstein Becker Green's Millie Warner has our takeaway.
The lesson here is that you have to train your employees on how to handle and secure your trade secret information that you share with them. Walt should have instructed Gail to leave the formula in a secure location within the lab, either in a password-protected, encrypted computer inside the lab, or if it has to be in hard copy and in some type of locked safe within the lab.
Breaking Bad shows why it's a good idea to secure confidentiality agreements before an employee is murdered, or in a legitimate business before an employee leaves to work for a competitor. Kate Rigby from Epstein Becker Green has our worst protection winner, 13 going on 30. In this case, one magazine, Sparkle, scoops the cover and contents of another magazine, Poise, for over 6 months. Yet Poise fails to take any action to protect itself.
Time is really of the essence in these situations. When you suspect someone is stealing or disclosing companies' trade secrets or confidential information to a competitor, you need to act quickly. The longer it goes undetected, the more damage it can result. And here, Poise had to close up shop.
Spilling Secrets host Pete Steinmeyer has our last winner of the night. For worst inventory, it's Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. At the end of the movie, the hard-won Ark ends up in a wooden crate in a warehouse with thousands of nearly identical crates. The lesson?
Do an inventory of your trade secrets. Know what they are, know where they are, and who has access to them. Do not pile them up in a nondescript warehouse somewhere. And finally, after listening to my colleagues talk about some of their favorite movies and the trade secret lessons in them, I just have to say, self-help when it comes to getting your trade secrets back only works in the movies. And no, you can't call Ghostbusters either.
Thanks to Pete, Millie, Kate, and Dan for hosting this year's Trade Secrets Fail Awards. Subscribe to the Employment Law This Week feed wherever you get your podcasts to hear the full audio episode and to catch all future editions of the Spilling Secrets series. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.